I haven't been here in a while. I haven't heard any rumors. Hopefully this place has not been inhabited by anything dangerous, bloodthirsty. As night descends in this area, I'm going to need the shelter.
Ah, a visitor. Word travels fast, it seems. As fast as time flies. Which makes sense, given that they're both a type of bird.
Time and words are birds?
No doubt. You came for the Argonian known as Two Tails. I am he.
I'm having trouble following you. Either I'm drunk or you're mad. Maybe both.
Fear not, visitor. It's easy to lose one's head when in the presence of greatness.
Sure.
But remember, I was once a humble citizen like yourself. Then the world shook. A forgotten evil made its return, and the world as we know it was thrust into turmoil. The people cried out for a hero, a savior. The divines answered their prayers by bestowing a single mortal with a gift.
Let me guess.
That mortal was me.
I would have been right.
But for a season ago, I was a humble fisherman. Now I am Two Tails, first hero of the Fourth Era, DwarvenBorn.
You're an Argonian. Do you mean the legend of the Dragonborn?
Dragonborn? Do I look like I have wings? No, I have horns and feathers and walk on 3 feet. Just like dwarves.
What?
Besides, in war, fire is best fought with fire. And you don't bring a dragon to a dwarf fight, not unless it's DwarvenBorn. Nothing else can combat the infinite armies of Mazanok, the God Eater.
I don't see any feathers.
Tell that to the people who call me Featherbrain. There's quite a few of them. Which is precisely why I pluck my feathers.
Oh my. Who's Mazanok?
Your worst enemy and your best friend, as you are nothing but a dog to him. And like a good doggy, he's going to make you fetch dirt.
Dogs don't do
Then
that.
bring it to the surface while his army of centurions flog you
This
with
guy's
brass
hilarious.
whips. Mazanok aims to devour the gods. At least the ones that live underground. And in doing so, propel our world into chaos. But
Like
as
this
it
guy.
is written
I really do.
in the histbark, and inscribed in the assortment of spoons I keep in my pocket,
Say what?
all is not lost.
Say what now?
For there is one that even the mad dwarf and his legion of machines fear. In their tongue, I am known as Thuamerdzin, DwarvenBorn.
Interesting. And what sort of powers does the Dwarvenborn possess?
As DwarvenBorn, I possess what is known as the Machine Hand. Simply by placing my palms on a device, I can disable it permanently.
Shock spell.
I am now on a great quest to place my hands upon as many dwarven machinations as possible, so that I may render the God Eater's army inert. It doesn't matter if it's a broken
Oh my
spider
God.
or fully operational.
so want to have him as a
Centurion.
companion.
One touch from my machine hand, and no smith
Perfect.
can repair it.
Someone like you would be handy when plundering a dwarven ruin, I would think.
Unfathomable. I am a hero, the champion of Mundus. You dare insult me by suggesting I raid dwarven ruins like a common bandit? I'll raid them like an uncommon bandit. You know, the kind that says please and thank you, and hates the predicament an unfair society has placed him in.
How did you discover that you were DwarvenBorn?
I was fishing near the coast of Nibben Bay in Cyrodiil when I saw a bearded mage standing by the bank. In his hand was the ugliest fishing staff I had ever seen, but when he raised it to the sky, a massive island rose right out of the water.
Fascinating.
On it were rocks, chiseled into the shape of dwarven heads. Only they weren't rocks, but cheese. Then, waving the staff around some more, he conjured 3 beggars to eat away at the cheese rocks, from its mustache down to its chin.
Okay.
Their efforts revealed a secret portal, a gateway to the Dwemer homeworld.
And what did you do after the portal was revealed?
Curious, I followed him into the bay. I swam, he walked. I trailed him to the edge of the shoreline, just as he was about to enter the portal. Then he stopped and turned in my direction. I was hiding behind some brush, but I could have sworn he winked at me. Turns out there was just something in his eye. Specifically the arrow that I shot in his face for winking at me.
Oh my God! Wait, I thought you were fishing. What were you doing with a bow?
It was my fishing bow. How else are you supposed to catch slaughterfish without a proper bow? Or staff, for that matter? Now I had both. In fact, I could have used the staff to catch twice as many fish if I were a fisherman and not the one true savior of Skyrim.
Wow.
But first, I needed to step through that portal, which I had no problem doing. I didn't kill a man and 3 beggars to catch more salmon.
Wow. Okay, why are you staying in this tower?
It's the only place that's completely safe. Mazanok has his spiders everywhere, hiding in the dirt like 8-legged mud crabs. They're out there right now, burrowed in the mud, not 40 paces from where we stand, using the grass and the weeds like an insect's antenna. Only these antennae aren't like the kind you find on a bug. No, attached at the end are magical listening spheres, painted white to look like flowers.
Why?
Cotton balls, fungal pods, tulips. His eyes and ears are everywhere, searching for the one they call DwarvenBorn. Conversely, there isn't a section of wall or piece of dwarven metal that I haven't blessed with my machine hand. It's completely quarantined.
Tell me more about the God Eater.
They say he was a gifted dwarf, blessed with the ability to craft, repair, and if need be, marry machines.
What?
Simply by
What?
touching them. Some even say he learned the way of the voice, that he could direct his spiders to sweep the floors by issuing a simple 3-word command. Something like broom floor sweep, or beep boop bop, or insert tube here. You know, common phrases of the machine tongue.
Exactly is what I was going to say. Okay.
Then, one day, while renovating an old cave, he came across a magic scroll written inside a tube of fungus.
Weird.
Inside was a 100,000-year-old prophecy, one that foretold what already happened 75,000 years ago.
What?
The dawn of time.
Oh my word. That's effed up.
It told of the age of the soup people who flowed through the underground rivers of
people?
None like a creamy magma and were extremely delicious.
Okay.
It warned of a day in the distant past when the soup would turn cold. So cold, it congealed. These jelly blobs and their scraps would be what they've become. The early beginnings of man and beast.
Who went on to eat soup, ironically. Room floor sweep. Only that worked on people.
You must be one of those happily married folk. They always like to complain about how happy they are.
What do you know about Muzziknock's plans? Dragonborn. Oh, Dwarvenborn!
Only what the gods foretold. They say Mazanok will come from the west, charging down a mountain, led by an avalanche of metal boulders, spheres. Behind them will be the mad dwarf himself, riding in a steam-powered war carriage, pulled along by dwarven mammoths.
Oh, Dwarven Mammoths, that'd be awesome.
They say
I
when
want to see that.
Mazanok makes his charge, the ore veins across Skyrim will melt, and the rivers will run bright with metal. Only the Dwarvenborn possesses the power to stop him.
Convenient.
From here in the Eyrie, I can watch for his descent, as well as create a strategic barrier to protect myself from his spies.